Oh, it's Shane Vereen. What's up, brother? I had no clue you were coming on the show.
What up, big dog? What up, baby?
Legit
Hey,
stuck.
I was able to watch your little last segment, and I had to go change my shirt because I saw that you were wearing your Arizona bear down, so I got to put on my cow shirt.
Arizona.
What is wrong with the Patriots and how do you fix it? You're on the clock.
I don't even know where to begin. I think that they need more playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. Something's just not clicking. Both Gronk and I have played in Billy O's system. The new offensive coordinator, he was our offensive coordinator when I first got there in Gronk's first couple of seasons there. And it's a good offense. It's an offense that can score a lot of points. It's an offense that can take advantage of one-on-one matchups. I think the receivers and the offensive skill positions on the offensive side of the ball are not winning their one-on-one matchups. And if they are, they're not winning them giving Mac Jones enough time to get rid of the ball. So I think it's a culmination of a couple of things. And when you're not able to move the ball through the air, you're going to hunker down defensively on the run. And so it just makes everything that much tougher. So to keep it simple, I would say not winning enough one-on-one matchups on the outside.
Your best guess, where do you think Bill goes? What happens with Bill?
My best guess is you let Bill leave on his own terms when he's ready. He's too historical of a coach to kick him out of the door or to quote unquote fire him. The weird thing about the game of football from a player or coaching standpoint, you either leave on your own terms or you get fired or you get cut. That's the nature of the beast. I still think he's a great coach. I still think he has all the knowledge, more knowledge than all the coaches in the league combined.
Because you brought it up and you brought up last week's game, what did you think of the offsides call on Kadarius Toney?
He was offside. I mean, like, yes, it was a late call, and typically they will, give you a little heads up, but they didn't. And you know what? He was offsides. It's not like it was a call out of thin air. You got to live with it. It happens. Patrick Mahomes has been the benefactor of many questionable calls. This was just one that didn't go his way. It comes along with the territory.
Okay. All right. And again, this is coming from a guy that played a skill position in the NFL. Yeah. You got to know where to line up, right?
That's the first thing they tell you. Alignment, assignment, technique. Alignment is number one.
You had like 11 grabs in that game.
I did all right. Yeah. I did pretty well. I didn't know that coming in that I was going to be used that much. I knew the game plan coming in. I knew there was an opportunity for it. Funny story, actually, the day before when we take our team pictures, the Super Bowl picture, everybody's there. Yeah. Our families were there. Tom Brady actually walked up to my parents, gave them a hug, said hello, and he said, "Your son's going to have a big day tomorrow." My parents didn't say anything to me until after the game. But so he knew the game. I mean, obviously he should know. But I came into the game. I knew I was going to start. But other than that, I just knew the game plan, and I knew I just needed to be where I needed to be because that defense was very, very good. One of the more historical defenses that the league has ever seen.
What's it like playing for a team that's struggling and you're kind of at this midway point?
Well, it really tests your love for the game. It's not fun. I believe we got off to a very slow start. Our head coach got fired. We had 3 receivers out for the season that we lost in the exact same game, 3 of our starting receivers. And so the season was just, we were just trying to piece it together. You learn a lot about yourself. You learn a lot about that locker room. Because at the end of the day, that you're only playing for each other, and you're playing for your family that's in the stands, and you're playing for yourself. You have to throw out the season-ending goals and being in the playoffs, and you just have to focus on the week to week. And it really is going to show what the team is made of from a mental standpoint and how much you really love the game. How much with it when there's nothing to play for, how much are you willing to show up and give your best day in and day out?
I see Tom, and Tom's like dabbling in a lot of different things right now. Is he going to be on the set? Like, what do you make of of Tom's journey to find what can be fulfilling to him in that way?
I love it. I love it because you're not going to find what you're truly passionate about, what you truly enjoy until you try everything and you understand what you like and what you don't like. I mean, when you spend I played for 7.5, 8 years in the league. And it took me a year after to figure out what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it because my entire life up until that point, I was 30 years old, was based around football. Now, Tom, you add another, 20 years to that, 15 at least. And, and that's what his whole life has been. So you take some time, you figure out what you're passionate about, figure out what you're good at outside of the realm of football. So I love all the different things that he's tried. It's funny. It's hilarious. But at the end of the day, you can tell that he's really enjoying it.